Hey Brick Bloggeteers, Will here, and today we're looking at set 71040, the Lego Disney Castle. And this is a pretty big set, as you can see by the size and thickness of just this instruction manual. Now, I was a little worried when I built the Disney train and station because as a Lego fan, I wasn't too enamored with the building techniques that were on it. So I already had the Disney castle, but my father-in-law said, hey, you built this for me. Can you build me the Disney castle? Gave me an excuse to put it together. And this does not disappoint for a Lego fan. There is a massive amount of detail just in the architecture of the building. Plus, it's also filled with small little details. You got the basic characters of Donald, Daisy, Tinkerbell, which is the special one for this set, Mickey and Minnie. Mickey's in his tails, so that's nice. Right in front, you have the little lanterns on either side that use the crown from Lord of the Rings set of all things, inverted to make little lines down the side. You have some crazy cool building techniques. The archway over the front door is built using these modified pieces separately. They're not even attached. They're attached by secondary pieces, built with arches sideways, and then the whole thing gets slid in and connected on top just to form the arch. So that was cool. You have little details like on the side with the little frogs and the crown hidden away in there that you can almost not even recognize just because there's so much going on. Speaking of so much going on, I'm going to turn this thing around so we can take a look at what it has to offer. This thing is loaded to the gills. On this far side, we have Genie's lamp, as well as the flying carpet. On the other side, we have a whole bunch of shields, which either can be generic Disney Castle, or if you're a fan of Sword in the Stone, it could be like the Knights of that. There's a clock buried into this back section over here. There's a really cool vase with flowers, also on the first floor. I will have to say that the flooring that's at the weird angle that it is a treat to build. It's built on a big turntable, turned sideways, covered up, angles everywhere, and it looks fantastic. You move up, you got a kitchen, which could be from like Fantasia. You have Beauty and the Beast with the rose under the glass, as well as Lumiere built. The body of Lumiere is built off of a chainsaw, which was just strange to think about. He's a dangerous, dangerous Frenchman. Then, moving further up, you've got more Fantasia with the mops, Mickey's hat, buckets from that particular scene. On the inside, you have Sleeping Beauty's spinning wheel. That was just a weird little build, but it looks really good. You got a bed chamber. You even have, going even further up onto the main section here, right above the Cinderella, you have Snow White, a lock of hair, scissors to cut that. Further up, you have the poison apple and the magic mirror. You got this beautiful spire up at the top. You have flying buttresses everywhere, spires everywhere. It's almost too much to just try to take in. And going back to the front, I did want to point out one other thing. Right in front of this main unit is actually a little archery area. So if you're a fan of Robin Hood, that's a little nod to that. Now, this may actually look to be very hard to pick up and move. The nice thing is it does come apart in 3 sections. So, the first section is the top spire, which comes out. Then, this back section pops off. And so if you need to get to a certain area to play with, you can see it's easier to be lit, easier to grab, and then take your figs and put them wherever you want. Now, I did want to point out one other thing. It has a few hidden things, including fireworks off of the front tower. There's the mechanisms for them right down in... Where's the floor? Oh, there's the first floor. Yeah, down in that first floor. And they actually shoot off little gem-style magic fireworks. And then on this level, this whole roof section pops right off to reveal a little hidden away thing, which is Cinderella's glass slipper in a case, as well as a Disney book that says Once Upon a Time inside. It has the Disney cover on the front. So, overall, if you're concerned about spending a lot of money for a Disney set, pick this one up. This one is going to be that fantastic build experience. The walls just on this first floor are so interesting because they're built using giant hinges. So they're free moving back here, but you have enough stuff locked in place and they sit on tiles that they're not going to really go anywhere. And you have giant 4x4 turntable bases built on the underside of this, and then a hinge like plate that you make that attaches into the main structure of the interior. Arches everywhere, so it's supported heavily. It's a work of art in terms of something that is more or less just a playset. $350 is a big asking price, but it's going to be an envy in any collection later down the line, especially when it goes out of print. So I highly recommend you picking up and checking out the LEGO Disney Castle.